Welcome back, guys. So you wanted me to sort of build a perfect wrestler, and I needed to use different attributes from different eras. So the 80s must be someone's mic skills. The 90s must be someone's theme. The 2000s must be someone's agility. The 2010s must be someone's theme music. The 2020s must be someone's finisher, and someone that's currently active, their technical ability. So their mat wrestling ability. Okay, so, and I set myself one caveat: I can't use the same person twice. So I can't, even though they've been maybe in the 2000s and 2010s, I can't use them twice. And it has to be someone that was on the full-time roster. So for 2020s, I can't use, for instance, the Stone Cold Stunner, because technically he did wrestle at Mania in the 2020s, but he wasn't a full-time competitor. I hope that makes sense. That's the only two caveats. Can't use someone twice, and it had to, at the time, be a full-time roster member. So 80s Mike. I was really torn between two guys. I was torn between Jake the Snake and Roddy Piper. But if you do your Mount Rushmore of Mike guys, I think Roddy Piper is on there and Jake maybe just falls short. So for that, 80s, Mike skills, Roddy Piper. 90s theme. Literally, the Attitude Era was the time of themes. You had Undertaker's theme, you had Shawn Michaels' theme, you had Triple H, you had Mankind, you had The Rock, you had all these incredible, over-the-top, extravagant, larger-than-life persona themes. But ultimately, the best theme, in my opinion, in pro wrestling, or themes, are the person's real, or is the person's real personality just turned up to 15. And for that, no one embodies that better than a certain rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin. So now I cannot use the stunner even if I want to. 2000s, agility. Okay, so this one, there's been some incredibly agile guys. Now, the first one that probably comes to mind for agility in the 2000s, probably Rey Mysterio. Someone like Kofi Kingston, someone like Evan Bourne, all those guys come to mind. But I sat and I thought long and hard about this. And probably the most agile guy during this time, if not one of the most agile guys in wrestling history. Most of you won't agree with me, but he's literally a parkour expert. And parkour is just that. It's agility. It's how you can move from place to place. Most of you are going to call me crazy for this and say it should be Rey Mysterio. I picked John Morrison. He's literally a parkour master. So I went for John Morrison, and that's just, it is what it is. Next, 2010s, and it's music. So I was juggling between 3 and 3 only. That was Jeff Hardy's theme song. What is it? No More Words, I think. Voices from Orton, and Cult of Personality from Punk. So I like More Than Words, or No More Words. What am I saying? No More Words, not More Than Words. More Than Words is by a band called Extreme. No More Words, I like that. I pop every single time, but would I listen to it just on a daily basis? Probably not. Then we have Voices, but there may have been another spot where I want to use Randy Orton, so I'm going to give Voices a skip for this one. So it's ultimately going to be Cult of Personality. 2020s, finisher. That's why I left Randy Orton open. The two best finishers of all time, fight me, is the Stone Cold Stunner and the RKO. And I couldn't use the Stone Cold Stunner because he was a part-timer during this. He literally made very sporadic, if that, appearances. And so I ultimately went for RKO. Now, current wrestler, technical ability. This is going to be same as the John Morrison one. A lot of you are going to say AJ Styles. A lot of you are going to say this, that, Seth Rollins. But if you really look at technical wrestling ability, how can you not give it to Chad Gable? So that's my wrestler. You guys are probably going to disagree with me mostly. Build yours: 80s Mike, 90s theme, 2010s agility, 2010s 2000s agility, 2010s music, 2020s finisher, and currently technical wrestler. Build yours in the comment section. Let me know how wrong I am. Until next time, peace.